Hi. Oh my gosh. Okay. First, I'm gonna wait. It was supposed to be sound checked earlier on. And, yeah. I was talking about Spencer Pratt. He's a celebrity from the hills and the Laguna Beach. He was there. That means Spencer Pratt. It was him. Hi, gold, 3 boy, 6 or so. It's like a boy, right? Like a boyish girl, like a boyish boy. Well, boys are all boyish. Hold on a second, and have to wait. You are the best day we had. A little bit of the song while waiting time for the internet things, and for the internet to stabilize, have to wait like 50 seconds. Oh, God bless America. What's that? Oh, Canada, we have a great day. Maybe I'm like making a song a little bit. I think I got used to it. Well, it's great to get used to it on the internet. But anyway, oh my gosh, did you see Spencer? Spencer was there on the periscope. I did not know. I'm so dumb. I could not know this. Spencer Pratt was on the hills. We should watch the hills together next time. On a broadcast too. But the hills and the Laguna Beach, okay, to be honest, Laguna Beach helped my English before many years ago, at least maybe like 5 years, 6 years, no, 10 years ago, when I could not speak English very well. Those reality shows helps you if you are inspired, if you love studying English, because okay, you don't have to speak JP language or other language, but English is usually the best because best source, like resources, good information is on English. For example, in the JP language, you can't find correct information very much. All those like do-it-yourself things, And after I or like my kinds of people start advertising it, those like good internet sources, then other people even on the same JP language, they started giving out the information more. But before, no, it was not. Hold on. So before, the glasses. Okay. So before, there are no good information very much in the JP language. Now a little bit more, but definitely, if you're JP people, definitely you should be able to speak English because English more wider variety of the people you can find, and also it's really good, and also there are more informations and the correct informations you can find on the internet, definitely on the internet too, from everywhere, not only internet, but the English is very much more better because it's bigger. Yeah. As information and everything compared to just a small island. Just really, compared to small JP. Yeah. But hi to JP living, like Japan connected all Americans, like only Americans and Japanese people. I wanna talk to you. We always talk. My JP friends are all great, so that's why they're friends. That's why I call friends. And anyway, other people, I know lots of Russian people who live in JP. I'm sorry, I can't speak Russian language, so that's the only reason that's kind of problem, because I can't understand a foreign language at all. But I have several good friends. You guys are, yeah, but you guys are awesome anyway. Only the problem is, in Japan, uh, the, those Russian people, I cannot speak their mother language, their their language. Alright, so the topic talk, I'm just gonna do really quick. The segment talk. Okay, talk about some of the sexual abuse experience or anything. I mean, sexual molest. Okay, it was only the back side, not the front side of the genitalia area. So it was very much better. But I was still very mortified. Is that the right correct word? Because mortified is like something if you do wrong, but I did not do wrong. It was from an Asian foreigner, not a Japanese teacher, but the Asian person. Right, it's hard to say, maybe like lesbian, maybe, but yeah, that person was not a Japanese person in the kindergarten. I was living from other Instagram, you can notice, but I was remembering that person's face. Let's call that person as a he. I was remembering his face. I knew that person's face. I could remember that person's face. I was very embarrassed. I could not tell about that story or that's the reality until I was 20 years old. So I finally told my family and my on a face-to-face big Bible study in like I think it's called BCM. Those kind of the a very embarrassing story like that person did. Okay, let's call that person she too, or he. Okay, it doesn't matter. That person, like okay, so as in Instagram, and I was living in a different country, around 3 to 6 years old, so. I was sent to the different countries, a foreign teacher. No, American teachers, they're so great. I know it. I remember it because I remembered there were maybe some of the white people. I have like white people's eyes too. We are kind of similar, and yeah, they are not judgmental or anything at all. Anyways, toward me, anything like they are so warm-hearted, very welcoming hearted. They're so nice. I just know it. I remember it because as a child, as a 3 years old, 6 years old, I saw them in the neighborhood. They were so nice, but some of the Asian woman, maybe they didn't like me. Some of them are, and okay, what's that person did, and okay, and that person she did something wrong too, and to that. But other good teacher, she discovered, so maybe it was really lucky part of me. So that's a good news. I was very blessed because other persons soon discovered. It was during the napping time. We had a napping time in my kindergarten. I was around 5 years old. Probably. I'm just gonna tell you really quick because it's not alright, but those story it's not really matter now anymore at all because that time it's like at that time I was around 5 years old, so many years ago, more than 20 years ago. Many people, other reality show of the Vancouver, Real House of the Vancouver. We watch all the reality shows. They are really inspired. It's really good. But just like one of the woman there, one of the girl there, she also had some of the sexual abuse. Those blonde woman also had that experience too. But it was she was also sharing that story. But it was around 5 years old. So long time ago. So we all know the feeling. If the feeling is already gone, those child and now is so different. That time is nothing. It didn't have any experience anyway. So that's a very different time. So here, we just want to say, don't send your kids to different countries, especially to the Chinese or Korean kindergarten in the 80s or in the 90s, because that time it's very, there are anti-Japanese people too a lot, and those teachers some teachers are really good anyway. It doesn't matter the race. It was just anyway, it was during the napping time in the bed. We had a bed, and in that bed we had those like gate around the bed, and but I was not being touched, so it was really good part of that. But she, but okay, that person made me embarrassed, and also other teacher, but discovered soon, so that was a lucky part. Then she made fun of it. It was very weird. It's as a as a teacher, it shouldn't be like that. So here, but there are so many wonderful teachers anyway. So here, we are just saying, be careful. I know there are lots of news about like babysitter accidentally or not accidentally killing a baby too. Those news going around everywhere. It's kind of same. And 1 in 4 women are being sexually something molested or abused in childhood too. So it's pretty average. 1 in 4 women. I knew that statistic part of it when I was studying those parts or like in the college. It's okay. I'm listening to some of the things on the earphone because it's really inspired. It's fun. So I'm just telling this story really quickly on here on this broadcast. But yeah, so 1 in 4 women is pretty big. So many people. So when we knew those statistic part of the number, statistic number, we can all feel, oh yeah, we are not alone, and it's kind of encouraging. And but no history should be repeated, especially those parts of the history. Those are not good. So we just all should, spread the word. We have to be careful. But when the things are already over like 25, 26 years ago, so many, like nearly 30 years ago, so many years ago, more than 2 decades ago, things go, like nothing at all. Of course not. I've already married twice. But also when I was around 5 years old, these 2 older boys also had some of the things, but also, those are no good. So here we just say be careful, but everybody could have this kind of experience, especially if you live in a foreign country as a young child age and not monitored in a 24/7. It can be dangerous, so we have to monitor our children on the earth. Okay. Other segment talk. Alright, so those are really like long time ago. Some of the stories shared, but speaking up and also even like some of the harassment or company bullying or similar like discriminating, those like nickname like Tomita of the Kawagoe or anything like that. Some people, of course, there are some people like anti-bullying is good, of course. I know, like PICK, other people are doing that. Those are good, but like anti-speaking up group, because other people don't want to disclose like bad information. Their bad news. The not good news. There are so many people. If they did something criminal or if they did something wrong, they don't want to tell other people to talk about it because that's the way they get wrong with. even they did something wrong. So that's why like there are like anti people exist, like anti speaking up group, probably like those I mean the haters. Yeah,